Hello there, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and feast your eyes on this, huh? Boy, just a beautiful, classic, early 50s Globe Posters boxing style R&B concert poster for Amos Milburn. Boy, it's just a beautiful poster, isn't it? It just really catches the eye. I just love these designers at Globe who always just went nameless, which is really a shame. So this is, as you can see, no venue information or date at the top. This is a blank tour blank, and in fact it has been trimmed at the top. Usually that's like 6 inches up there, but in order to fit this into the back of an antique mirror, they cut it right down to size, and yep, that's how this was found, in the back of an antique mirror, as these things sometimes are. That's really fun. So if you wanted to frame it, all you have to do is just take off another, this little bit here to make it even all the way around, and you'd have a perfect square, and it would really be nice for framing. And the only thing it would lack then, of course, is that venue information. And I think it would look great framed because, I mean, look at this. The blue, it's red and like a nice robin's egg blue, and a real dominant black. And, you throw in the white, and that's really kind of 4 colors in a way. And just the typical Globe masterwork of typesetting. In fact, I real quickly roughly counted 8 different font styles and types on this poster. So they, they make the most of what they have. That's for sure. They did. And it just, those 3 stars in his name too, the A, the O, and the B there. It's just really a nice touch. They just really know, Globe posters really knew how to dazzle the eye with all these, design effects and so forth. It's just an irresistible design and layout. I just love it. In fact, also the picture of Amos down there, as you can see in the corner, it's funny, he's crouched over the piano keys, and you can see the Baldwin of the piano pretty clearly there. It's funny, it's almost as if he's leaning over to squeeze into the poster space, isn't he? To squeeze into that little corner down there. That's kind of funny the way the designers made it feel that way, but of course they worked outward from the photo as opposed to him working inward, inward into the poster. So, well, if you are familiar with my video blogs, you do remember that I've blogged a 1949 Amos Milburn concert poster before that had the venue information. It was a different size, and it was really colorful purple. It looked really nice. So Amos is represented colorfully by these posters. And so this one doesn't have the venue information at the top. That's a slight drawback, but over the 49, but what it does have, with 3.5 more years advanced, is a lot more and a lot more thorough of Amos's song titles. And boy, do I, and I believe we, always lug song titles on these old concert posters. What's really nice out of all these song titles you can see there, in fact, top to bottom, I mean, it's a very big, obvious poster anyway, but as you can see at the bottom there is where all the song titles are. And according to Joel Whitburn's, let me try that again, Joel Whitburn's record research books, which I've just used diligently for many, many years. I love those things where he, gives you all the Billboard chart information. This has, the song titles here have the 5 biggest hits of Amos Milburn's career. What more could you ask for? The 5 biggest hits of his career right here on this poster. That's so cool. We are talking R&B charts, of course. Amos never got into the pop music charts. But that includes, those 5 include all 4 of his number 1s, which certainly includes Chicken Shack Boogie, which is on this poster twice, if you include that plug up there. In fact, it's on the 49 poster twice as well. And then also the other number 1s are Bewildered, Room and House Boogie, and Bad Bad Whiskey. And then his 5th biggest hit was Hold Me Baby, which was number 2 in 1949, and that's on this poster as well. So that leaves a couple of more song titles that aren't his 5 biggest hits ever, and that would be Let Me Go Home Whiskey, which was his latest single, and reached number 3 in the spring of 1953, and Real Pretty Mama Blues, which had gone top 10 a few years earlier in 1949. So, I was thinking, I have not seen this poster ever with the venue information up on the top. So, a fairly neophyte poster collector might say, well, Pete, how do you know it's 1953? Or so you're so confident it's 1953, and there's certainly no copyright date anywhere. As usual, it just says Globe Poster Corp. Baltimore down there at the bottom. So how do I or we determine the date on a poster that has scant information like this without the venue information? And it's a very good question. It's all about the song titles, or mostly about the song titles. You can get other clues as well sometimes if the photograph is dated and stuff. But Amos had a remarkable 19 straight top 10 R&B hits, just no clunkers, 19 straight. So logic says, of course, this poster would date from, right after the most recent hit that's listed on the poster, and just before his next big hit, which they would have put on the poster if they had known about it, but the poster fell where it did, so of course nobody knows the future. And so in this case, of the 7 hits that are on here, I'll move it in a little bit closer, Let Me Go Home Whiskey is the most recent hit, and that would have been from February of 1953. And after that, his next big hit was his next hit period, One Scotch, One Bourbon, One Beer. A lot of us know from George Thorogood covering it. And that was a #2 record in the fall of 1953. So I don't think they're going to leave a recent #2 record off a poster when designing it to sell tickets. So if you've got Let Me Go Home Whiskey, which by the way is here in big print, that's another big hint that that was his most recent single when this poster was designed. And the fall of '53, it's logical to conclude that the poster was designed and printed in either the spring or summer of 1953. So anyway, a little bit of poster detective work there to help you out with that, but boy, what a beauty this is. I can't wait to frame it actually in a square frame, just trim off that little tiny bit off the top, and got a nice early '50s R&B masterpiece from Globe Posters. So hope you agree, and hope you enjoyed the presentation today. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.